today I'm going to be trying maybe one of the most unique beers that I know of. And it is extremely hard to get, and there's a very, very small quantity. There you are.
Hi, Doug.
Right on schedule.
Great to see you again.
Are the Hop Drippings on schedule?
They are on schedule. Let's go find some.
Hop Drippings is what we're going to get in just a few minutes.
That's right.
I just can't wait to get that. And I think you were telling me these are pretty rare, right?
Incredibly rare. We tend to hoard them for our employees only. So if any is available to the public, then that's a pretty special treat.
Is that what that is?
That is what this is, a little sample of our hop drippings.
Well, it looks just like a regular celebration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What makes it different?
So what makes hop drippings special and different from the rest of the celebration that we make is it is actually drippings from the hop bags inside the fermenter after the beer has been moved out of the fermenter. And it's just that concentrated, delicious hop extract straight from the bags. And there's only a little bit, and we collect that, and
now,
makes it super special.
How little a bit? Now, I mean,
how
this
little?
Big old brewery, and I look at all these kettles.
Yeah.
You got to have a lot of that.
Yeah, I can give you some numbers. We make one out of every 5,000 or so cans of Celebration, 1 can of hop drippings.
Wow. So these are only, now today is the first day they're available. Is that what I understand?
Right. So we collect hop drippings mainly for our employees, just to celebrate them and the hard work that goes into Celebration. And we make it available first to them.
Yep.
And if any is left for the public, then they get pretty lucky.
Okay, now Hop Drippings is an unusual name.
Yeah.
How? Well, do they really call it that?
Yep, that's really what we call it. We put it on the menu as Celebration Drippings.
So Celebration, it seems like the whole brewery almost changes each year and gets in a different mode when Celebration starts. And this beer almost seems like the essence of all that work. I mean, if it's 1 out of 5,000 cans, you get one of those.
Yeah.
So is this kind of the Brewers Portion?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. All the brewers around here get very excited for Celebration season, but I mean, excitement is one thing. All of them put in so much effort and work and care into making the product as good as it is. And by the time that season winds down and we kind of distill it into a few barrels of hop drippings, it just makes everything worth it.
So I was actually here when they put Celebration on tap a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of another celebration when you get it to the next level that the drippings are available.
That's right. That's, this is our special thanks to the employees that put so much work into making Celebration what it is.
And I've seen that work. We'll talk about that in another video. But you really do turn this place upside down. So let's talk about that a little bit. How long has this been brewed?
Celebration's been brewed since 1981. So it was one of Ken's very first brews from the original.
41 years?
That's right.
If I did it in my head right.
41 years. That's it.
So 41 years of brewing the same beer. You don't use just pellet hops, do you?
No, we never use pellet hops. So Celebration is brewed with freshly harvested Cascade and Centennial hops is what we dry hop exclusively with, and it's all whole cone. So we don't process any of it. It's freshly off the field of the current year, straight into our fermenters for dry hopping. To be able to dry hop with whole cone hops, to get those into the fermenter, we put them into basically giant mesh sleeping bags, hook them on a chain, and haul them into the fermenter to hang while the beer comes in contact with them. Or we put them into gigantic torpedoes and then recirculate beer through those torpedoes. With pellets, you could easily put that straight into the tank, give it a few days, centrifuge it, and you're good to go. Now for us, it's a whole lot more work, a whole lot more, you call it elbow grease, I suppose, involved in the process.
So this is a real labor of love.
Very much so.
So we're looking at, first of all, Celebration is kind of the freshest hops that have been dry hopped in an IPA that you end up with a little bit of hop drippings, which is sort of these are the pillowcases that have been soaked in Celebration ale for days or weeks. How long?
10 days.
10 days. Mm-hmm. So they've been soaked 10 days, and then you let them hang, and these are just the drippings that fall out at the bottom.
That's right.
And I think I heard hanging in there that it weighs about a ton.
Yeah. So they go in, each bag weighs about 8 pounds when they go in dry. And then when they come back out, they're probably 40, 50 pounds each soaking with beer.
Times 26?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. So I want to try this. So what should I expect? I know you probably shouldn't tell me, but I'd love to know just from a sensory point of view, because I know you're very involved in the sensory, as all the brewers are. What would you expect? What would people perceive this, and how would it be different than a regular celebration ale?
So this is going to be much more intensely floral and piney and citrusy, and probably got some little earthy character from it, having been in contact with the entire hop cone for so long. But really it's that amazingly fresh pine aroma that dominates it, with some of the nice rose from the Centennial hops that we really like to feature in Celebration. Just huge hop flavor. It's no more bitter than Celebration, the same amount of bitterness, but just so much more flavor and aroma.
Well, I've got to try it.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow, that is totally different.
It is totally different.
It's intense.
It is the same beer, but so different.
So, I get a tremendous balance, which I didn't expect. I really thought it was kind of like walking in the hop room. But it's more like roses in a pine forest. I mean,
yes.
I'm not much of a poet, but very balanced. Well, I'll try this. Let's see. That is wonderful.
It's
wow,
so
what an
nice and
experience.
smooth, right?
It is
Yes.
super smooth. But that is just phenomenal. It's like a 10x celebration. I don't know how else to describe it. But it's smooth, and I expected the body, I guess, maybe to be heavier, but it's pretty much the same. It's just intense flavor and aroma from those Centennial hops. Wow. Carissa, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to do this. This has been so much fun. We're right at the holidays. Celebration is available most everywhere, right?
That's right.
They maybe can't find the hop drippings, but if somebody's never had Celebration, what would you say to them to make them go out and taste what you and I think is maybe one of the best IPAs in the world?
Well, it is one of the most unique IPAs that you will ever have, hands down, just because of the way that we make it. It's, for one thing, our celebration and joyful expression of what hop harvest is and fresh hops. It's been around 41 years, and every year it is an intense labor of love for us to create this for all of our consumers and for ourselves. Almost every brewer you talk to here probably drinks nothing but Celebration from the time it's available until January 1st.
Well, for good reason. for good reason. Well, this has been fantastic. It has been worth the wait. I so appreciate I got almost an employee share.
Yes, you did.
Of Hop Drippings. And I recommend to everybody that if you are in the area, rush up here as soon as you can, because this is a great experience. And if not, certainly give Celebration a try. It's a little different each year, right? Because you can't control the hop.
That's right.
But it's a little different. But I've always heard people say one year's better than the other, and I think that'd be a good thing to end on. What do you say to people when they come out, 2018 was the best, and I don't know which is. But if they say that to you, what do you say back?
Every year is a little bit different, Doug, but I think one of the best things about Celebration is it's there for you in some of the most magical times of the year. And so having that to share with your friends and family in some of the best moments during the holiday season, it's going to just be tied to those fantastic memories for you. It pairs well with life. So
wow, that sounds practiced. Well, that's fantastic. Again, highly recommend it. Cheers. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas season, and find a good seasonal to enjoy it with friends and family and make memories.
cheers.
Cheers.